Hi everybody, it is Christy. It is 5:30 in the morning on April 3rd. Yesterday, we had to say goodbye to Greg. Um, I woke up with him at 3:30. I have video of the cats playing at 4:30. He was laying on my computer desk until like 7 in the morning. I trimmed his back legs while he was there. And then he jumped down and went upstairs, and my mom called me around like 7:15 in the morning. She always gets confused about the time, so she didn't remember that it was that early for me. Excuse me. During the call with my mom, Nathan came to get me, and he said that he heard a cat yowling, and well, our cats do make noise. They don't really meow, maybe a little bit when they're really hungry and want to be fed, and they chirp and that kind of stuff. It took us a few minutes to find him, but he was hiding in my husband's office, and he was in so much pain. He couldn't move his back legs, and he was just crying. I've never heard that from him. We took him immediately to the vet, and after maybe 20 minutes, they came and told us that we had two options. They could refer us to the emergency vet, or we could put him to sleep. Of course, we went to the emergency vet, and they said that he was in really bad shape, that despite giving a lot of pain medication, he's still very uncomfortable. Our cat is the sweetest. He was super sweet, and he was like alligator rolling and biting because he was in such pain. And they were struggling to get his pain managed. They had him, in like a little oxygen box. We talked to the critical care vet, and we have actually dealt with him before. Sorry, we dealt with him with Millie. Anyway, he explained that it was most likely a blood clot, that Greg probably had an undiagnosed heart condition or congestive heart failure that was progressed. He was just over, he was like 2.5, so I don't know. He said that, it's not really something that they could have done anything about. We could have him stay there for a minimum of 3 days. And he warned us that there was a high chance he would pass during those 3 days. But they would try to resolve the clot and get his pain managed, and you know, we could take him home hopefully after that. But he told us that if it is this condition, which, I mean, I googled the symptoms and that is the first thing that popped up. I forget what it's called, something about a saddle thrombosis or something like that. I don't know. If you Google cat immediately paralyzed in back legs and crying, it will pop up. Anyway, he said that with this condition, it's not if another blood clot happens, it's when. And it would most likely be just, again, in the next few months. And obviously, if the time that we would get with him would be quality for him, okay, but at this point, he had not had blood flow to the back of his legs for multiple hours. They were cold to the touch. And the vet basically said it's, you know, depending how long his back legs do not have blood flow, you know, he might not be able to walk. But the main reason was just he was in so much pain. Even when they brought him in heavily sedated. So this was like right before they were going to put him to sleep. He was still crying out. When we said goodbye to him and I pulled him out of the incubator, he was crying in pain. So I just feel heartbroken. And I am concerned about myself, if I'm honest. I'm concerned about my mental health. This morning, has been really hard. Winnie keeps looking for Greg. Like down here we have the cat carrier. She just keeps sitting on it, going in it. And we're letting her, of course, but she keeps looking for him. It's really hard. I will miss him so much. He was mine. Anyway, I felt compelled to record this, to get this out, to get this off of my chest, because I don't have many people in my life that I talk to. So I just needed to put this out there. I don't know. I'm going to insert the video I took of Greg and Winnie yesterday morning. You can see he was not fine. He was fine. Anyway. I apologize for the long video, but he deserves. He deserved so much more time. Yeah. Anyway, I will see you guys when I see you. Have a good one.